Greetings from Lime Rock Park, which is a racetrack located in the heart of Connecticut. It's about 2.5 hour drive from my house, and this is the second time I'm here. But the reason I'm making this video is the last time I was here was 1.5 years ago, and the car was almost completely stock. Not only that, I went with an instructor. Ever since then, I've graduated to a higher class, so I no longer need an instructor, but I've also made additional mods to the car. And here we're going to find out whether or not these mods improved the way the car feels and also improved my times. And the mods are the following. First and foremost, camber plates in the front. So I'm running negative 2.5 camber in the front and negative 1.8 in the back. I also upgraded to stickier and wider tires, 275 width front and 305 width in the back, Toyo R888R. I am also running a stage 1 boot mode tune and a couple of other sort of visual enhancements, such as this shifter, which actually makes shifting a lot smoother, and the steering wheel. But most importantly, we also don't have the instructor, which in my case saves about, let's say, 200 pounds. So a combination of all these things hopefully will allow me to get a better time. And the time I'm shooting for, or something that I can compare to, is the last time I was here, I think I did a minute 6.5. So as long as we can beat a minute 6, then we should be okay. And at the same time, I will see how different the car behaves with all these mods, not only power but also handling. So anyways, the car is being driven in Sport Plus on the throttle, Sport Plus on the suspension, and Comfort on the steering wheel. The traction is going to be in MDM, which means I still get a bit of traction control, but it keeps me from doing something silly. And yeah, I've got my heads-up display, which not only tells me what gear I'm in, how fast I'm going, but also when to shift. So this is actually quite convenient. And I almost forgot to put my glasses on. Beautiful. Good. And here we go. All right. So for the first 3 laps, there's no passing. We are getting used to the track, and we're also letting the tires warm up. Right off the bat, I can tell you that turning with camber plates is freaking amazing. Wow, it is just so much more direct. The tires, which should be a lot grippier, will give me that extra grip only after they warm up. I've actually tested these tires on the street, and without any traction control, and when they were extremely cold, I spun out quite easily. So we need to get some heat up in those tires. I've got my monitor up here that tells me how hot they are and also what the PSI is. So I'm starting with 29 PSI all around. And here we go. Again, this is still going to be a very mellow run, only because we are not allowed to pass and we're letting the tire warm up, or the tires warm up. But right off the bat, I can tell you that the difference is really noticeable. Oh my gosh. So the power feels great, and I've been driving with boot mode for quite a while, so the power feels great. But now I've got the new and improved handling. Oh, wow, it's hard to explain how much more direct the car feels with these camber plates. And I've got a GTR on my tail, and even though there's no point buys, I feel like he wants to pass me. But you know what? We're not breaking the rules. So here on the straightaways, I can hit 135 miles an hour. and then you brake to about 60. So that in itself is a quite scary experience. And here, so you come out here. This is the only left turner or left-hander, and you want to get as close to this left cone as possible and then snap it in place. Oh my god, the back of the car rotates so much. Having traction control limited means that I can really steer with the throttle, and I really do steer with the throttle. It's quite the experience. But anyways, the brake pads that I'm running are Frodo DS 1.11 or 11.11, a bunch of ones in there. There we go, we're getting a point by from the Corvette. I'm used to running the 2500s, but today I wanted to try, or lately rather, I've been trying a much more aggressive pad, and I've got to say I'm very happy. So let's talk about maybe how to navigate this track. That was turn 1. We come out here. Here you want to go a little wider on the outside, only because you want to make a sharp left turn here, hit the cone here, stay to the left, and then yank it right to point you here. And then here, if you play your cards right, there we go, you can come out almost straight. This right-hander is a very scary right-hander because up on the hill, if you lift, you can very easily spin out. So you've got to be very confident going up on that hill. And then going downhill, you just tap the brakes gently to shift the weight of the car towards the front, so you have more grip to make that last turn. And the straightaway, you're again, I'm 127, 130 miles an hour, and you're braking quite sharp. And we're running a bit of a train here, so obviously we can't improve any times with a train like that, but essentially you get the idea. I just left the track. The session I was filming, I was unable to get a clean run because there was just too much traffic and too much going on. But the clip you just saw was from one of the following sessions where I was lucky enough to post a lot of fast times. One of them being the fastest one I've ever done at that track, 102.99, which means that I was able to beat my all-time fastest lap at that track by around 5 seconds, which goes to show you that the modifications I've done to this car really do make a difference. With that, plus the weight savings from me ditching the instructor, as well as hopefully improving my skills in the last year and a half. But the combination of the tires, the camber plates really made a difference. These tires are so good. Yes, they make a lot of noise on the road and you hear that humming, but at the track, the harder you push, the more grip they have. So I highly recommend these Toyo tires. At the same time, I wanted to say hi to all the people who came up to me telling me that they watched the channel. I was blown away by how many people did that. Yes, there were a couple of BMW owners, but a couple of Corvette owners and a couple of other guys who own other makes and models said that they watch and enjoy the channel. So kudos to you, and thank you again. It was really nice to hear those things. And also, I've met a few people who I introduced to my channel, and hopefully they can become subscribers. So welcome to the channel, and thank you everyone for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video by commenting below. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Yep, torrential downpour, and I'm stuck on my art compounds. Not the safest thing to do.